Whenever you're ready. What?
Good morning. We're group 3. Today our team will be presenting on MediaTek supply chain release.
Sorry, the microphone's not on. The microphone is not on.
Yes, it is.
Huh? No sound.
Sorry.
Take it easy.
Okay, sorry. Good morning, we're group 3. Today our team will be presenting on MediaTek's supply chain resilience in the context of global competition and geopolitics. I'm Gina, and these are my teammates, Jamie, Kenta, Diane, and Stacy. So here's our outline of the presentation. Let's start with the basis. MediaTek was founded on May 28, 1997, and is headquartered in Hsinchu Science Park. Over the years, it has grown a global powerhouse. As of the end of 2024. MediaTek employs over 19,000 people across 32 locations worldwide. MediaTek actually originated as a spin-off from UMC, one of the Taiwan semiconductor giants. It operates as a fabless semiconductor firm. This means they don't manufacture chips themselves. Instead, they're focusing heavily on R&D and design. Their guiding philosophy is encapsulated in their motto, "Everyday Genius," which reflects their belief that technology should empower everyone to do amazing things. So, what exactly does MediaTek create? As you can see from this chart, 98% of their revenue comes from the core business, integrated circuits. This portfolio includes the famous Dimensity series for mobile phones, as well as chipsets for smart homes, IoT, and automotive applications. The remaining small slices represent their services, such as technical consulting and patent licensing. Finally, we cannot discuss MediaTek without mentioning its fiercest rival, Qualcomm. Qualcomm is a US-based giant, historically dominant in the premium flagship market with its Snapdragon chips. However, the rivalry is heating up. While MediaTek started strong in the mid-range market, they have successfully expanded into the high-end sector recently. Today, both companies compete aggressively in 5G, AI, and automotive technologies, shaping the future of the semiconductor industry. And that's the introduction. Now I'll pass the mic to Jerry to discuss MediaTek's role in the industry chain.
Okay. Now let's move to our part 2, the role of MediaTek. And MediaTek is Taiwan's largest fabless chip design company. And the key word fabless means they design chips but don't manufacture them, creating an efficient vertically integrated ecosystem. So MediaTek focuses on IC design, IP development, and system validation. They design to TSMC and UMC for manufacturing, then to ASE and SPLL for packaging and testing. Globally, MediaTek ranks 5th among IC design houses and 10th overall in semiconductor as of 2024. So let's briefly talk their 4-stage supply chain. Stage 1, MediaTek received orders from global brands such as Samsung, Xiaomi, HP, Dell, Amazon, and Sony, which often requiring customized solutions. Stage 2, engineers work with industrial vendors like Synopsys and Cadence for IC design and systems validation. Stage 3, after tap-out, TSMC handles advanced chip while UMC handles mature technology. Stage 4, ASE and SPLL perform packaging, testing, and quality control before delivery. So this cycle serves over 2 billion designs annually. Therefore, MediaTek's strategic significance goes beyond numbers. In 2024, they held 2.4% global market share, ranked 10th. By the way, quarter one in 2025, revenue reached 4.66 billion with 6% share among fabless companies. They are a market driver that is high volume orders such as TSMC advanced manufacturing and ASE testing leadership. They are also technology enabler through 5G, AI chips, and edge computing, making high-performance technology accessible and affordable. Their mission is to make innovation accessible, affordable, and available. That is their 3A philosophy. In conclusion, MediaTek is more than a chip supplier. They are a technology driver, ecosystem sustainer, and the key to Taiwan's competitive advantage. Now I will pass the mic to Kenda.
In my part, I'd like to talk about MediaTek's success strategies. After spinning off from UMC, MediaTek's success in CD, DVD chip controller chips, and later entered the feature phone market in 2004 and the smartphone market in 2010. This is 3 years after the first iPhone's launch. In both markets, MediaTek was a latecomer, facing powerful incumbents such as Qualcomm and Samsung. Those companies dominated high-end segments throughout the essential patent. So instead of competing in the congested high-end market, MediaTek strategically targeted low and middle-range phone chips in Chinese market. To support this strategy, Qualcomm, MediaTek introduced an innovative approach known as turnkey solutions. This solution provides the customer with a complete hardware and software all-in-one package. So manufacturer just turn the key and begin production. This turnkey solution significantly lowered entry barriers for manufacturers in China. So the MediaTek expansion can be explained using Matthew's framework. MediaTek takes advantage of deep linkage with semiconductor supply chain in Taiwan, including TSMC and UMC. Also, close collaboration with Chinese EMS providers such as Wentek and Foxconn factory in China. So this linkage enabled low-priced chips to deliver in massive volume within short time frame. Also, to manage patent risk, MediaTek supplied chips to OEM partners holding a patent license of Qualcomm, so thereby avoiding direct royalty payment and reducing lawsuit risk. This expansion, this mass market and volume-driven strategies resulted in over 50% share in middle-range segment and 62% share in low-range phones.
Okay, next is about MediaTek risks and challenge now. So I will list out 5 key risks and challenge that MediaTek is facing. The first one is about client in-house manufacturers, and now a lot of large device makers are developing their own customers chips in-house. Like Apple and Samsung is also do it, and one of the most largest customers of MediaTek is Xiaomi. They do R&D their own chips in-house. And the second is about the competitive pressures in machines, and MediaTek is constantly fighting to make major battles for market share, which is Qualcomm. They are the biggest competitors in mid-range chips and Unisocks in low-cost segments. Also, they have to face with the intellectual property and legal risks. And MediaTek needs to carefully ensure it licenses necessary patent, like they have to license, there's license standard essentially patent for 3G, 4G, and 5G. Also, they have to debuse or legal bans, like what welcomed it to their some rivals in the past also is the risks. And two main of the risks MediaTek have to face is about supply concentration risks. They are heavily reliant on TSMC to manufacture their advanced chips now. So if there is any disruptions or predictable events would directly impact their revenue and all holds the most critical component of MediaTek. And also they have to face with the geopolitical risks, which is MediaTek is heavily dependent on TSMC manufacturer in China, Taiwan, in China and in Taiwan, sorry. And if if the ongoing military and political tension between Taiwan and mainland China happen, it will any conflict and blockage in Taiwan Strait would immediately halt productions of the chips. It not also impact in with the MediaTek business. It also impact all the world system of chips. And I will pass to Stacy to explain more about MediaTek's future strategy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Diane has outlined the international risks that MediaTek is facing. And now I'm going to talk about the strategy to strengthen its future resilience. There are many strategies that the company has applied. You can, if you are interested, you can take a look at our report, but due to the time limit, we just named two main strategies. The first strategy is supplier diversification and strategic partnership. So MediaTek realized that depending on TSMC has put the company in a vulnerable position. So they try to reduce reliance on single source supplier. They partner with Intel Foundry Services for certain products. They allocate part of its production to UMC and Global Foundry, mostly mid-tier and low-tier products. And at the same time, they still maintain a strong relationship with TSMC. The most high-end and the most sophisticated chip design of MediaTek are still produced by TSMC. And MediaTek also expand their production with TSMC subsidiary in the US and Japan. By doing this, MediaTek can avoid tariff and their chips can be sold in American market without worrying about the origins. And they can sold in the American market as domestically produced chips. And the second strategy is multi-sourcing R&D hubs. MediaTek is expanding their global R&D footprints, especially in India, the US, and Singapore. There are many signals showing that MediaTek investing in R&D hubs in these three locations. They already invest in India since 2004. They opened a new chip design office in the US, and they even invest a large amount of money in Singapore. So the question is why MediaTek choosing these three locations? Our team applied the OLI framework to explain, and we found out that MediaTek chose Singapore because Singapore had a strong, stable political regulation, and it has strong IP protection. MediaTek chose India because they want to hire a large pool of engineers with a competitive cost, and they access to the US to avoid trade barrier. So all taken together, we can see that MediaTek has been preparing for political and geographical risks for a long time, and their strategy are well planned and forward-looking. So these three are the key main points that our project will focus on. We believe that research on the MediaTek story will provide valuable lessons for other companies in the same industry operating in the global market. Thank you.
Any questions? I have one question. What do you think the media strategy will lead to success or side effects? You analyze the strategy for MediaTek in kind of diversify their investment or FDI, right? So, do you think this strategy will lead to better success, or they will suffer from somehow?
I think it's hard to predict the future, but I mean MediaTek invest, but they are selected places so wisely and smartly. They just choose every single location for a purpose, not like invest in many places without knowing they are doing. So I believe that Singapore, India, and the US is a key location that they are focusing, and it has a really strong potential for the semiconductor chips. Yes.
Okay. Because it just reminds me that earlier another group mentioned India in trying to build the infrastructure for semiconductor industry. So I was wondering if these two things coincide with each other or something.
Yeah, because India is building their own manufacturer, and MediaTek is building R&D hubs. So MediaTek also saying that if the manufacturer in India is working well, we can maybe like sourcing chips inside India. So I think it's not contradicting. Yes.
Thank you.